Dan, thank you. This Friday, the Bushnell is hosting the Connecticut Forum's Big Tech Showcase, highlighting some amazing companies who are doing amazing things here in Connecticut. And joining me now to talk more about it, I'm happy to have the Executive Director of the Connecticut Forum, Doris Sugarman, and the CEO of one of those aforementioned companies, VRSim, Mr. Matthew Wallace, here with me today. A pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Doris, a pleasure.
Nice to be
glad
here.
to have you here, and I'm curious how many people are aware of the forum. I mean, I know it as a place where you get top-notch discussion with exceptionally good guests in the past. But tell people what the forum is, how you choose to define it.
Well, the Forum is a nonprofit here in Connecticut. We're in our 27th season.
Yeah.
You know, our mission is to inform, inspire, educate. And we do this through 4 very high-profile forums that we have at the Bushnell 4 times a year.
Yeah.
This is our 27th season. And this Friday, the forum is Big Tech.
Yeah.
The technology's impact on all we do. And we have 3 visionaries in the field of technology. Jaron Lanier is a computer scientist. He is a pioneer in virtual reality, considered a Renaissance man for the 21st century. Yeah. We have Nicholas Thompson, who is the editor-in-chief of Wired magazine. He
Wonderful.
does a lot of writing about technology, and we're excited to have him. And Sherry Turkle she's awesome. She's considered the Margaret Mead of the 21st century. She writes a lot about technology and its relationships with how we use technology. Yes. And its impact on our relationships.
I know, and while this is a showcase, like a lot of the forums, there's a big part of this is the discussion. What are you hoping people are going to get out of that discussion? What sort of discrete topics would you like to hear?
Well, you know, technology changes every day. So this forum will inform our audiences. We'll talk about the latest innovations in technology. We'll talk about artificial intelligence. Mm-hmm. We'll talk, robotics. And I think we have Nicholas Negroponte, who's basically a technology optimist. And then you have Jaron Lanier, whose new book is about you should delete all of your social media accounts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of technology, and we'll just leave being entertained and informed that evening.
Social media is its own thing. Let's talk about some of the good, and that is virtual reality, VRSim. You guys out of East Hartford, right? Since 2001?
So we've been in Connecticut since 2001. The company name is VRSim.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. We build virtual reality-based simulations primarily for the skilled trades. Okay. We're small. We're about 15 people, but we have product in 100 countries around the world, primarily focused on delivering immersive experiences that have value for training.
Right.
So things like welding and painting on an industrial level.
And we have some video of Sim Spray.
That's actually our product being used to teach the basics of automotive application, like automotive repair and painting.
Isn't that interesting?
And
no, please, you tell me all about it.
You're seeing somebody in the simulation learning the basic techniques of how to get his speed and angle and approach to painting a part right. It's a gamified way of teaching somebody a skilled trade.
And I'm sure by now you've realized that gamifying things seems to be one of the best ways to teach people how to do things.
If you want your kids to learn, you want them to pay as much attention to what their technical skill is as what they're doing at home with World of Warcraft or Pokemon Go or I think Red Dead Redemption is the current.
Red Dead Redemption 2, I believe. Yeah, the first one is. But yeah, virtual reality. I wasn't aware that it was able to have the precision that it looks like you would need to have to be able to teach something like so precise as a marketable skill like that. I thought it was more just for experiencing landscapes. So something has really jumped with the technology over a certain amount of time.
Well, we've been doing this 15 years.
Wow.
And we have good outcome. We're accurate to less than a millimeter in distance.
That's amazing.
So you'll see it sometimes with stuff like surgical simulation, which we don't do, but for welding, which is a very close-in, very fine skill, we are accurate enough to be as good as the real thing.
That's amazing. And that's a wonderful way. It's got to be so much more cost effective, too. So this is the way that a lot of the things are going. And these are some of the things that are being showcased and discussed on the forum, the Connecticut Forum, happening this Friday, the Big Tech Showcase. Thank you so much. Once again, VRSim, not Slim. Well, Slim would be a pretty cool name if one of you wants to start your own VR company. Mr. Wallace, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Doris, a pleasure to see you.
Pleasure
A pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having us.